Hi, everyone. It's Andrea with Enlightening Offerings. Today, well, first, I think I need to explain. Normally, I try to take a little more intention with where I do my videos. I try to make the background a little pretty for you and set things up, set the stage, right? Set my space, if you will. Today, that did not happen. I knew that I was going to do a video today. I didn't know how or where or when. And here I am in my car. I do have a beautiful stage. I'm for myself. You can't see much of it. But I did find a spot where I can sit in relative peace and isolation and share my words. But it feels a little odd. And now we have notifications coming through. So I did tell you all at the very beginning that my life will happen as I do these videos. I don't script them. I don't rehearse them. I have an idea and a topic, and then I just go for it. So here I am going for it. Today I want to talk about something that has been on my mind, that I've been ruminating on since November. It is a topic that I have been struggling with and dealing with because I have guilt around it. I have guilt and obligation and shoulds. Oh, it's so tangled and messy and kind of gross. And so I want to talk with you about it because not only do I experience it, which is where it first occurred to me to talk about this, but since November, I've seen it happening with a lot of people. Not to be sexist, but a lot of women. And mostly women that I've seen, that I've spoken to, that I have talked to about this situation. And so not to say that men don't handle and do the same thing that I'm talking about, but in my experience, it's been women, which is unfortunate. And it makes me a little angry. It makes me a little angry that our society is set up, that this just happens and it's expected. And that's, I think, part of why it's taken me so long to get here to the point where I can even think about doing a video. Because it is tangled, it's messy, there's so many hooks and societal expectations surrounding it. Why don't I just cut to the chase and explain what the hell I'm talking about? So, to explain this, I'm going to take... Hello, sunshine. I'm going to take the example of a pie, okay? Everyone knows what a pie chart looks like. Say the pie is any sort of task. So something that needs done. Anybody who's ever worked on a group project or a parent who's ever had something that needs done within the home, anything, any task. And in that pie, there's more than one person working towards completing this. And so let's say there's 4 people, easy peasy, 25% per person, right? So I think this kind of probably stems from my childhood. It's why I didn't like doing group projects, is because I always felt that I ended up having to do more than my fair share of the piece of the pie. Anybody else feel that way? So if we have 25% is my section of the pie that needs done, and then there's other people that aren't doing their 25%, either we all don't fulfill this task completely, or someone else steps in to fill the gap. And that is the core problem that I want to talk about today, is that person who steps in to fill the gap and how unfair it is. Now, what this has to do with magic, I mean, we could tie it into manifestation, to healing childhood traumas and adult traumas and feelings of control or lack of control, that root chakra, safety and security. Everything ties into energy and magic, right? But I think that this has more to do with societal expectations and clear boundaries for yourself. How can you become the most magical, kick-ass version of yourself that you could possibly be if you're constantly stepping in and filling the gap to fulfill the obligations of other people in your circle? How is that possible or fair? How is that fair for me to step in and take over someone else's obligation and not allow them the chance to fail or succeed or push themselves to complete their portion of that? Releasing that expectation of perfection, releasing the expectation that everyone is going to perform at the same level that I do. This has been a really hard journey. And I mean, I'm clearly nowhere near done. But we allow ourselves to feel those hooks and feel that societal expectation that this whatever this project is has to be done in a certain way, and if it's not, then all four people in the example fail. And so moving forward, I, since November, have done my damnedest to allow the situation to fail. If people aren't going to do what they say they're going to do, like if you're going to offer help, don't be surprised if people say, okay, would you please do this? And if you say yes, do that, right? If people are going to try to become or say that they're trying to become a better version of themselves, we have to allow, for myself, if I'm trying to become a better version of myself, I have to allow for the chance of failure. I have to stop expecting perfection, because life is messy and life is chaotic and life is unexpected twists and turns, and that is okay. There's so much unexpected twisting and turning going on in the world right now. We don't even need to use, specific examples. We all know. And expecting everyone to perform the same way that I would, or even at the way that they say that they're going to, while yes, is honorable and being authentic with their word, if they don't, I can't take that personally. I mean, just pull out some 4 agreements right now. I can be authentic with my word. But really, if I don't fulfill what I say I'm going to do, the only person not the only person, but the main person I'm letting down is myself. But I am going to stop filling the gap for other people. I have a certain amount that I will put into any situation, whether it's a friendship, a job relationship. I mean, I don't want to lose, the job because somebody else is being a slacker, but within reason. Or any other situation. Magic, energy, putting energy into ritual with other people. I can only give as much as I've obligated myself to do, and I am done filling the gap for other people. I am done doing more than what I should be realistically expected to do just because somebody else knows that I will step in and fill that space. Do 10 or 15% of their 25% so they don't have to put forth the effort, because that's not fair. That is not fair to myself and all of the other energetic obligations that I have in my life. That is not fair to them, that they are then not offered the opportunity to step up and do their work. It's just not fair. It's not right. And in our society, women specifically, the keepers of hearth and home, we are expected to step up and fill all kinds of, holes and gaps and issues and fix everything. And that's hard. That's hard. That's hard to do and expect us to have any sort of professional life. Who's the one doing? Never mind. It doesn't matter. Specific examples run aplenty through, I think, everyone's minds. Well, this has been a 10-minute video when it was supposed to be a 5-minute video, but clearly I've had a lot going on in my brain about this, and I still feel a bit defensive about it. But I feel a lot more clear than I did in November, and I hope it made sense that I just think that people should be expected to do their part, and that the unspoken expectation that, oh, someone else will pick up the pieces if I don't, should go to hell. So, yeah, feisty. Okay. Love all of you. I love myself. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to speak and be heard. And I hope this has helped someone see where they are spending way more energy in areas that they shouldn't have to be expected to. And I hope that that helps spur new boundaries and realistic expectations of self, so that we're not just leaking energy all over the place in places that shouldn't be ours to fill. Okay. Blessings to you all, and I'll be back soon with a new fun idea I've had.